I was talking about Ron, and Ron is one of our three founding people of Nosework. He used to, he still does, marijuana dogs, cadaver dogs. And when he was up and coming, they did a lot of tests on marijuana, and they would put it on genes, and then they washed the genes, I think 2,000-3,000 times, maybe hundreds and hundreds of times. Marijuana was still in there. Well, unfortunately, that's what's going to happen to birch. Birch will stay on your clothes. So you want to wear gloves, and you also, if you don't have the gloves, you want to handle everything with this. Because if your dogs then start to smell the birch all over, then you're contaminating everything. So you really want to be careful about handling the birch, anise, and clove, because it is kind of like dynamite to your dog. Because once we're training them on it, we don't want them to go, oh, Mom, you're and you don't know because you've got the birch on you. So that's why it's really, really important. The different things that we use, and I wanted to show you, this is the box that I use for, this is called Snapware, and this is one of them that is an airtight also. One of my clients, one of my Nosework clients got me this. This is for my ants. So I separate my different smells because when we do start trialing, first trial, NW1 is only with our birch, NW2 is with both, and then you take the clove and you add the clove. You're going to do all three for NW3. So that's why we have three different separate, I have three separate different boxes for each smell. Also, there's so many things that everybody has been coming up with, little things that you can put your Q-tips in, and even if you're closing it like that, the air is going to, that birch is going to come out of that. So you could just put that in the ground somewhere, but then you've got to remember where it is, so don't forget where they are. So today we're going to start everybody on birch, and we're going to make it kind of a small area, and we're going to put the birch right back in the boxes. Remember, I always say when we come back to boxes, that's the best time for the dogs, because then they can reorganize themselves and say, yeah, this is the fun part. They love, it's all fun, but when they go to boxes, it's like coming back to where they started. And so we start all of our scents in boxes so that it gets really, really smelly in those, so they can just start breathing that smell. But we also have a high value. I have cheese in here today with the birch, so that the dog is getting the primo taste and the good smell, so he's going to relate both of those together. The reason why we put the treat with the birch is so they can get the immediate treat, immediate recognition for, wow, I found something. And while we're training on into some of the people I have for the last 2 years, we're still putting a reward on there. We call that the secondary, because the first primary thing we want them to look for is the birch. The secondary is the treat. As you get going in birch and in odors, I continually put secondary on there, but a lot of times, like last night in my advanced classes, I do 2 with, 2 without. And so they would find a treat, but Mom was always there. The minute they would find that, then Mom would give them a treat. If I'm doing a whole room search, like we did at the very end, where they have just one piece of birch in here, there's nothing on it, because we're making believe that they would be in a trial or something like that. So, but we work them up in a class. I work them up so that they are finding with that treat, so they know it might be there. And then for the last one, they have to go find that birch by themselves, which is a lot of fun. And it was a good, successful class last night with a lot of new dogs on birch that were very excited. So that's about it about the scents we're going to be using today. We're using birch. I recommend, and I know everybody has their own way of doing it, I recommend staying with birch, learning birch, having an ORT, which I'm hoping we're going to have in April here, so that we can get all 20 people that are on birch qualified through the odor recognition test. That's ORT. Once they have gone through the white boxes like we have here, and they've passed that successfully through the association, then you can go on to your next level, which would be your NW1, your Nosework 1 class, or Nosework 1 trial. And that would be with your 4 elements, your interiors, your boxes, your exteriors, and your vehicles, which we've all been practicing on. So that's everything about odor. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.